Well, good morning. It's been a while, a very long while. Just out for a morning exercise and thought I'd get on YouTube. Hold on, folks. Just trying to set some stuff up on YouTube. I don't know how to bring up my screen because I want to see the chats just in case somebody says hello. So just bear with me 1 second. Oh good, I think I have it working. It's gotten really cold all at once this morning. It's like 20 degrees now, but like even after Friday it's been like 30 degrees every morning as well, but now it's gotten a lot colder. It is rather early in the morning. It's 7 a.m. 28 past. You can see that some people are going to work. A lot of people work on Saturdays and Sundays over here, and a lot of people have more than one job. So it could be another one of those side gigs as well, or doing some weekend shift work. It's absolutely freezing this morning. Well, it has been raining for the past 2 days, quite heavily. And you could say that's the reason for it. So, autumn is coming. It's been a rather hot year in Tokyo. It's been absolutely scorching. Well, humidity really. It's been an absolute disaster, but about now. Right, nobody on the chat, which is all good. I just realised that the camera is facing downward, so I put it up a bit. You know, recently, because the yen is so much cheaper now, I've got so many friends coming over. Right, just waiting for the traffic light to change. It's 3 dots. Well, you know, some traffic lights have dots, so it's like a timer that tells you when the light is going to change, which is very handy. Of course, not all of them have it. Some do, some don't. Well, welcome to Minato-ku in Tokyo. 7:30, circa 7:30 in the morning. Just out for a quick bike ride. My stupid exercise, really. And I got up quite early this morning because I couldn't really get much sleep. I don't know why, but sometimes it's very difficult to sleep. I say it could be the age. Bloody hell, that just changed. Let's circle round. To beat the traffic lights. Well, welcome to Minato-ku. This place is called Mita. It's quite a wealthy area in Tokyo, actually. Some may argue it could be the wealthiest because just somewhere around here there's like really nice houses around here. But what's good is that you can see the Tokyo Tower from here. It's quite an uphill. I'm not sure whether you can see it on camera, but there's the Tokyo Tower. Early in the morning, Sunday. Not too bad, eh? Bloody hell, I just almost got slipped over. I don't think the tyres are very good on these, and I don't think it's well inflated. So I just lost it for a second back then. Let's wait for the light. It's gone green. Lovely morning, nice, and a little bit windy, a bit like England, you could say. Blimey, my cap's about to fall off. Lovely day out here. I want to beat that light. Yes. Oh gosh, and another one. Got it. Quite an exercise. You can see the foot of the Tokyo Tower just up there, 12 o'clock. Not sure whether you guys can hear me.
Similar.
It says we're on Mita Shotengai. Shopping street, you might call it, in English. I'm not the person who could teach you Japanese, but it's what it says. Right, you can see Tokyo Tower right up there, right in your face. Bloody hell. It's been quite a ride this morning. I can hear somebody screaming from their house. Must be very upset about something. You know what, let me just try to adjust the angle for a bit, you know. Oh bloody hell, I have a runny nose. Told you it's rather cold today. Yeah, I think with this angle you can definitely see the street better and the tower a little bit better as well. Yes, it's just a lot better in it. Hopefully the angle will continue. Sorry about that. So there's the Tokyo Tower. I think I'll make a turn going up there. The traffic can be quite crazy down there. Or maybe I could go around Azabu and come back. That could be a better idea, actually. That's a funny looking building. I don't know what building that is, but every time I go past it, it's very funny. Must be designed by a famous architect or something. Probably. I think we just had a chat. Hold on, I need to stop the bike to check. Let me just stop right here for a second. So it's Lex, long time no chat. Did you change the name of your channel? Sorry, I subscribe to about 350 channels, so sometimes I lose track. Lex, you're absolutely right. I did change my name of the channel. I don't know, for no reason really. It just felt like it. It's a hobby channel, you know. So why not? Hope you like it, by the way, though. But welcome back. Great to have you back, Lex. It's been a while. We're in Mita. And Azabu, really, technically. And this is like supposed to be one of the most wealthiest areas in Tokyo. Yeah, we're not in Azabu yet, but Mita, really. But it doesn't matter, does it? Nice view of the stream. Some construction work happening. Tokyo Tower in the background. Not too bad, is it? I wonder what they're building here. Normally on the wall it will say what they're building, but I'm not the best person with kanji, so I'm not going to explore that. But that's the other side, and on top is actually the highway. Not a freeway, because it's not free, or a motorway you might call it. Bloody expensive, I might say. Oh, Lex says, I know what you mean, out of the channels I listed, probably 50 of them are Japan related. I would say I watch Tokyo Explorer more than the others. I prefer the front basket of the bike myself. I feel like it gives me better stability. Are most bike brands in Japan home brands, or do you ever see European and American brands like Trek or Giant? Very good question, Lex. I would say majority of the bikes here are Japanese. The one I'm on is actually a Panasonic. The locals do like local bikes because it's easy to repair, and some cyclists, you know, like avid cyclists, they do have like Trek, Giant, you know, or I think Bianchi, the Italian brand, Bianchi is very popular here in Japan. I do see a lot of Bianchi here and there, but you know, all the bikes you see here on the right, domestic Japanese brands. There's also some brands from like what you call it, Yamaha, yeah, those ones. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a left here and go past the Tokyo Tower. That might be fun, early in the morning. Lex, I hope I've answered your question. Let's just wait for the light here. I didn't realise, but across the street is Azabu. I wasn't aware I was here already. God, it's been a while. How are you? It's been ages. I hope you're well. I think I'm pretty well. Out for a cold morning cycling, or I might just walk. I don't know. I see some runners around here. So this area is called Azabu, in Minato-ku, Tokyo. It's where a lot of foreigners live out here in Tokyo, like embassy people or corporate people living out here with, you know, taxpayer money or corporate money. Not most of them are under their financial pocket, you know what I mean. Okay, it's a green, here we go. Let's do a quick around town. So if you come here in the evening, it's absolutely packed with people who's out for a drink. But of course, early morning is very quiet. And I just realised that YouTube has a lot of delay. let's just do a quick run around town and get back to Tokyo Tower. I think that could be the best itinerary of the day for an early morning. Well, it is early in my terms, but you know, the locals wake up at very early time of the hour. Like, I've been out walking at 6 a.m. It was absolutely crowded. It's a green. I'll do a turn. So it's an aging population. The people who can spend money, active population, you would say, are very old. Over 65, I think a lot of them are. Was it 8 or 10%? I can't be sure. But it's a very old society here in Japan, and a lot of people, old people mostly, tend to get up early in the morning. So if you come out here like 5 or 6, it's going to be filled with locals, especially old people walking around and running around, really. I do go to a vet here and a clinic down here. One of the good reasons is because the guy speaks English, which can be quite rare outside of Minato Key. I'm just going to check my phone. Oh, we have a lot of chat from Lex and Gord, I think. It's sad I didn't bring my phone mount, so I can't really check while I'm cycling. But let's give it a go. Lex says, I appreciate your answer. I'm a bike enthusiast myself, more commuting than anything. I've been noticing lately that Sapporo is becoming a hotspot for many tourists, and just not the snow festival in February, but in general. Is that sure? I observe observation as well. Is that your observation as well? I mean, you meant to say. Oh, bloody hell. Ah, God, need me just clean up for a bit. Lex, you're talking about Sapporo. I would say yes, because right now everywhere in Japan is absolutely crowded with people. So Sapporo, of course, definitely being one of them. And I have more friends coming to Tokyo. And a lot of people, when they come, the easy itinerary is mostly Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka, really. But recently, because there's so many people who've been to Japan a couple of times already, now they would try Sapporo. So, Lex, to answer your question, I would say that would have to be a yes. Although, I'm not an expert from tourism, but I would say yes. Let me just squeeze through. Bloody hell. That guy was about to back into me. The cabbie driver. You have to be careful. These cabbie drivers, some of them do drive like lunatics. Not all, some. Well, of course, sometimes I drive like a lunatic as well. So, oh yeah, I have to tell you guys, I told you guys about myself buying a camper van, which I did. So, like from October, like mid-October, which we still have some time left, I'm going to be doing some camping in my camper van, and I hope I can share it with you guys on YouTube. You know, this is not a monetizing channel really. This video does not have any ads. This is strictly out of the hobby. But if you want to see my camper van, feel free to write a comment. I'll bring it out. Right, we're now in Roppongi. Awfully quiet, isn't it? I might sit down for a bit. We've got some runners. I think recently I've been off YouTube because I was so busy with life, you know, this and that. I'll get across over here. But the thing is, if you're not a full-time YouTuber, right, it's very difficult to be online all the time. Gord says, yeah, let's check out the camper van. Fantastic. So I'll be awfully busy for a couple of weeks, so I'll say, yeah, mid-October would be time for my camper van. I think people are preparing for something, because like on the weekend they always have something prepared for people who come here. It's like a nice place to be on a weekend, you know. Come out, Roppongi, eat, have lunch, walk around here, see some of the free exhibitions, and head back, which is a not bad weekend really, out in Tokyo. Not bad at all. A lot of designer label boutiques down here. Of course, I haven't been to any of them because I don't need any of them, but I guess a lot of people might do. But they've got like nice brands like, I don't know, they have Rolex, Tiffany, just all Burberry's, Gucci on the right, Keaton on the right. There's a nice bakery on the left. I've never been there, but it's always full of people. Let's make a turn and head down to Tokyo Tower. I realised that my camera is still facing downwards a bit. I think YouTube is a very hard one to crack. I realise a lot less people are on the platform. Oh, it's always fun going downhill. Bloody hell, it's quite fast. Some nice restaurants down here. If you like cars, you'll see a lot of nice cars down here as well. Almost every day, really. And I think recently, if you want to go into current affairs, inflation has gone up here as well. It's a bit of a pain in the arse. Oh, it's a red, I'm going to wait. So inflation has been a pain too in Japan. Gord, thank you for the question. It's actually not my Mamachari. It's a P2P share bike. I don't know how you call them exactly, but you know, the bike you rent by an app. So it's that thing, and they're not in the best of condition. Some are okay, some are horrible. I think mine's okay, a bit squeaky though. A lot of shops are not open at this time. I do want to try a lot of these places out. Osmo Pocket, good question. I still have my Osmo. I don't have the Osmo 1 anymore. I have Osmo 2. I haven't used it for like years. I should try charging it today. And I'm actually on my GoPro today. And I did have trouble charging my GoPro because I haven't used it for like over a year or something. So it did have a bit of a pain point not working, but I did get it to work in the end. Don't know why, you know, GoPros are quite fiddly. Sometimes they're brilliant, sometimes I'm not sure. That's just how GoPros are, really. definitely go for his Candy Wonders. I just don't know how to get the camera angle a bit steady because it's facing downwards. Something I need to work on, which I haven't figured out still. You know, videography is really a professional area. Time 8:07. I'm going to go around Tokyo Tower and head back. I do have quite a full schedule today. Did you realise that that lady in front of me had a doggy in her bag? A brown poodle. It's always nice to see a dog, if you like dogs. Yesterday, one of my neighbours, of course I don't know who he is because I live in a mansion block, and I was with my dog, and this guy was quite leery about it. Some people hate dogs, you know. Got people like me, I love dogs, so. But mind you, Japan has the highest, sorry, haven't had my coffee yet, highest population of dogs in all of Asia. I don't know about global level, but that's whole of Asia. I'm sure you guys like dogs as well. Well, you know, talking about dogs, people go, are you a dog person or are you a cat person? People do that, but I like all animals, I think. I'm not a big fan of douchebags, which you do tend to find in Japan. I'm not joking. Japanese people are polite and they do behave most of the time, but there are douchebags here too. And when you see one, he's a real douche, not a fake douche, you know, a real, won't say it here, but yeah, it does happen. It does. You know, one thing I'm against is there's no pavements in some of the areas. You see here, you don't see any pavements. And I think that's pretty bad. It's not a good thing, I think, because, like I said, although people do behave, there are people who drive like idiots and lunatics. And when you don't have pavements, it's not the best experience. Going across. I think Tokyo Tower is blocked off by the building just up ahead, but it is up there. Oh God, Tiffany Mac, it's been a while. How are you? I hope you're well. Gord says, my wife is a dog groomer. Wow. So I have met many different kinds of dogs, from tiny chihuahuas you can pick up with one hand to 200-pound musties. Wow. That's cool. So like, Gord, your wife is Japanese. If she's a Japanese dog groomer, well, I haven't met her, but I'm sure she's doing a pretty much a bloody good job. Like, a lot of people you see in Japan, a lot, not all of them, are obsessed with doing the best they can with what they can do, which really kind of like puts me in a place where I feel comfortable. But mind you, there are scammers and there are idiots and con artists here and there as well. It's not rare, by the way. So after COVID, there has been more cases of fraudulent crimes. Of course, with the locals, like these news, you guys don't get to see, but you know, local newspapers. And if you can really see on the left, that's a bloody nice car showroom. Exotic, old, classical pieces. Something very difficult to maintain, even if you could afford it, really. Right, you can see the Tokyo Tower up here. I hope you can see it. Well, this bike isn't doing me any favours. Says it's a one-way street, which means I'm gonna probably walk my bike. I can walk a bit. Tiffany, it's so good to see you as well. I hope you're well, all the way down in the States. I've heard horrible things about what's happening there. Hope you're fine. And Gord says she is Japanese and she is very skilled at what she does. She has recently become a certified cat groomer as well. Wow. More dangerous than dogs. More money too. Interesting. So Gord, you're around a lot of animals. Bloody hell, this bike is so heavy. I'm burning all my calories, which is good because I haven't had anything this morning. Not even a cup of coffee. Oh bugger. But let me adjust the angle here so you can see the Tokyo Tower. Hold on, let me walk up here. You might get a better view. You know, food is very cheap in Japan, so it's quite difficult to stay in shape if you like pastries and bread and all that. Bollocks, let me park the bike. There's Tokyo Tower for you. Oh, bloody hell, that's high. I don't see any tourists around here at this time. I'm not sure whether you can really see the tower, because the GoPro is on horizontal lock mode, which means it will only do horizontal stuff. Oh, but blimey, it has been quite a ride this morning. I'm sweating. I'm not sure whether you can really see the tower or not. I don't know how to adjust my settings because I'm an idiot. That's huge. Maybe I'll take some pictures and share it on my Instagram. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, it's very difficult to get it in one frame. Got it. Back to the chat. Oh, let me cycle back now. 8:18. I have a full schedule ahead today. Have to meet my friend who's here on vacation, you might call it. Holiday. But it's nice to see that there's nobody out here. Bloody nice, isn't it? If you come here during the day, it's absolutely horrendous. Cars, buses, people, you know, travellers, locals, very crowded. Now I'm heading back to my home. You know, it's always nice to see smiles on people's faces, which you do see a lot in Tokyo, in Japan really. And that was a homeless person. Yes, there are homeless people in Japan too. That's a green, let's go. We just made it. You can see the streets are getting a little bit busier after 8. Porsche 996 Turbo. You don't see that every day. Not bad, is it? I'll try to go a little bit slower. You know, recently there was a famous news about an Italian guy in Tokyo who was homeless for a couple of years, and he ended up taking his own life, which is sad. So that was in the news. I don't know what happened really, but he had a Japanese wife. But what happened is that he had mental illness and his wife left him, and he didn't renew his visa status, and he lost his job, and he became homeless. So that was the story. So he was homeless for like a couple of years. He was on social media. A lot of local Italians came and helped him, you know, supported him, but he was deported to immigration. I think they must have like a prison cell or something like that, a detaining facility or something, and he took his own life there. So that was the news, which was very sad, which I think can happen to anyone, really. Gord, I forgot my Instagram name. I need to look for it. Sorry. Yeah. I know it's funny, but it is what it is. Weather is absolutely terrific. So until up to Friday, it was really hot and humid, but we had rain for the past 2 days, and it's now like 20 degrees out here today, which is very nice, and it's not humid at all. Well, slightly, but you can't really feel it. So the weather has become really nice and pleasant. One reason why I'm here cycling today, because of the pleasant weather. A lot of people going to work on the right, you can see. I don't know, maybe work. I could be wrong. I'm not right most of the time, so you don't have to believe me when I say it. I think I do have a link, Gord. You know, fall is my time of the year as well. Hi Nat, it's been a while. How are you, man? It really has been a while. Probably about a year, I reckon. I'm sure. I could be wrong, like I say. I'm never always right, you know. I do get stuff wrong. Oh no, uphill. So that was the Yamanote, the busiest train line in Tokyo. Right, you know what? I'm gonna have to say goodbye. I'm near my dwelling. I hope to catch you guys again soon. Because the weather is so nice now, I can be more frequent on YouTube. Tiffany's, this is a rental bike, yeah. You know, there's a lot of bike thieves in Japan. So I don't really want to buy a bike here and have it stolen in 2 seconds. So I think it's better to rent. Get it from an application, you know. By the way, it's not cheap. It's bloody rather expensive, which is another pain in the arse, but I do like to get some fresh air. So the traffic light was red, so I'm trying to go around it really. That guy's a nice guy, giving me way. Stopped his truck so I could go. Oh, I didn't beat the light in the end. Same timing. But you know what, folks, thanks for tuning in. We'll meet again sometime soon. Now I'll stop at the next crosswalk. So I think YouTube has like a 20-second delay. So when I say goodbye, you guys are going to hear it 20 seconds later. So I think we can part ways here. There's my alarm. You have to get somewhere, you know. But anyway, it's been an absolute pleasure, exciting, and staying in shape as well.